Hello, sir. How are you today? Not too good? Alrighty, well, we'll see if we can help you out today, okay? Alright. Now, if my records are correct, your name is Sigmund the 22nd, right? Okay. Alright, let me write down today's date. Alright, your date of birth on here is correct. And, now if I remember correctly from the last time, you are from the planet Castropodia in the Molluskia galaxy. Alright, let me just write that down. We recently started putting that information onto our patients' records. Believe it can help us, detect anything that's been going around, viruses, bacteria. It tends to travel within the same galaxy and constellation of planets. Now, have you seen any other doctors recently? No? Alrighty. Just us? That's great. Now, from what I see, you have a couple of boils on your head section, and that's the reason you're here today. Now, do you know if you came in contact with any chemicals or perhaps detergents that may have caused this inflammation to occur? Nothing, alright. That's fine. Just unknown. Now, from being here, you haven't had this problem. Has it occurred before and gone away on its own? No? Alrighty. Oh, okay. So you say, let's get the right sheet up. It happened in your 23rd sister and your 4th baby brother. Let me just write that down. How about in either of your parents? Okay. Sometimes these things can run between families. That's pretty regular. Now, are you married? Have you gotten married recently? Okay, great. Congratulations. And any children? Oh, how many? 22? Wow, that's great. Tell your wife I send my blessings, okay? Alrighty. Do you remember if you came in contact with anyone who had these boils? Not that you remember. Okay. Are they painful to the touch? They are. Okay. I'm going to do a very thorough examination on them right now. Just want to get some basic information about what's going on with you. Now, would you describe the pain as sharp or like a dull, achy pain? More of a dull, achy pain. Okay. Aching. Does it burn ever? Like a burning sensation? Perhaps when in contact with hot water? No? Okay. Now, have you been having problems breathing due to these boils? I suspected so. It seems like your whole head region is very dry, your skin, and I suspect your eyes have been a bit dry and painful as well. Yeah, I suspected it. Okay. Because of this, you've had weakness as well, okay? and some fatigue. And also some trouble sleeping because it's painful. Okay. Alright, I think that's enough information for now. What I'm going to do is put on my gloves and take a look at what's going on. This down to the side. I've seen this sort of thing before. I wouldn't be too worried about it. It's right now isolated to just your head, and I see only 4 boils, which is good. I'm gonna come up and take a look at you. If you don't mind me coming up close, and I'm going to be very gentle, but do please let me know if you feel any pain. Okay. They look to be a little bit inflamed. See, let me check this side. These ones don't seem as large as the other side. Now, did they start on the side? Your right side? Right. Okay. Yeah, these ones seem just a little bit more inflamed than the other ones. Okay. Just going to make sure everything else looks okay. It's okay, you can close your eyes. That's fine. Okay. Alright, from what you can see, it is only 4. Looks like you might have another one developing up on the top of your head right here, but I don't think we have to worry about that one just yet. What I think needs to be done in this case is we're going to have to actually pop the boils. It's a very, very minor surgery, so don't worry about it. We don't need to put you to sleep. We don't need to put you to sleep at all. I'm just going to write some notes down. Let's see. It appears to me that this is a inflammation of the moisture glands on your head section. This is very common. It is very easily spread between other slug species. And that's also why that your whole head section is dry and your eyes are dry, because there's a bacteria that's clogging up your moisture glands. It's very similar to acne in humans. We're going to have to be very careful and make sure that everything is sanitized so as not to spread the infection. Now, I want you to be sure that you're not reaching up and, touching them or irritating them in any way. We're going to want them to heal as naturally and without, palpitating it too much. So I'm just going to pop them and extract all of the goo. And after that, we're going to be able to give you an antibiotic. And that should cure your problem. I also want you to avoid coming in close contact with anyone. And what I mean by that is just do not have anybody touch them because they are spread very easily that way. So right now I'm just going to apply a topical anesthetic. It's also going to cleanse the area and sanitize it before I pop them. This is not going to hurt at all, so don't worry. Topical anesthetic is very effective. It's also natural, it's not alcohol based at all. To apply some of it onto a gauze pad. And come up here. It's not going to be painful at all. Just let me know if you feel any pain, okay? Sure that you don't spread this to your children at all. Okay, this can be very dangerous for children because they are particularly prone to drying out. No pain. That's great. Glad you're not feeling any pain. Okay. Alright, that should be good. Just discard this. Now this topical anesthetic is going to be effective for a couple hours. So when you leave here, do not be alarmed if you really don't have any sensation on the top of your head. That's going to be entirely normal. Alright, we're going to start extracting. Just put my tools to the side here. Now we're going to start with the first boil. I have my little pinchers right here. It's going to be just a tiny little pinch, and then I'll be able to get the goo out, okay? No pain. Okay. This is not a painful procedure at all. Okay. Right. Here's what was inside. It's just a little bit of goop. I'm going to make sure that this does not come in contact with anyone. I'm going to discard it. Right. Now, let's get started with the next one. Let me try my thing here. Okay. Just going to gently push it down and extract all of this goop. Alright, there it all is. Same as the last, just a goopy mass. Put this down to the side. Alright, now we're going to go to the other side, okay? Alright. So, alright, there we go. Oh, you actually feel a release of pressure now. That's good. That's very good. Alright. So we got all of that out of that one. It's very stretchy goop. It's been blocking all that moisture from coming out and really lubricating your head section. That one down to the side. And get started with the next. Grab another tissue over here. Just blotting your head to make sure that we really dry out these boil areas. Okay. Well, that one really wanted to come out. There we go. Alright. Alright. Here's the last bit. Alright. Now I'm just gonna grab a tissue and blot these areas for you. Alright. Alright. Get rid of these gloves. I don't want to be spreading that back to you, so alright, you did really excellent in that. Wasn't it painless? It was not bad at all. Alright, that went really great. Now before you leave, I'm going to be writing you a prescription for an antibiotic. And if that one on the top of your head ends up developing into a boil, I want you to come back. I think that after you start the antibiotic, it won't come back though. So, before you go, I'm going to apply a slug moisturizer to your head. Now I'm going to have you go home with this, and I want you to use it as needed. I really don't want you to be having to live so dried out. And if you want, I can write you a prescription for some eye drops. How does that feel? Much better, right? Yeah, when you're not adequately moisturized, it can be very painful. It can feel very tight on your skin, especially in dry weather. It's also an antibiotic moisturizer, so we won't be spreading any germs around. I think you are looking much better already. Alright. I think you're looking a lot better already. Now, those glands won't continue to make moisture for a couple weeks, so you are going to be dried out. I want you to take this bottle home and use it as needed. I would not have your wife apply it to you. You're going to have to apply it to yourself because I don't want you ending up spreading the bacteria to your wife, okay? So that should be it. I'm going to give you my number and you can call me if you're having any problems or if you need me to repeat any of the instructions that I've told you today. I have your prescription and you can just ask the secretary out front and she will give it to you. Did you want those eye drops? Okay, that's fine. I can make sure we get you some eye drops as well. And please get better.